Hi everybody, it's Mr. Gray here. Thank you again for another fantastic week of school. I have a lot of information for you. The book fair is on Tuesday. You probably got an email about that, but you can set up an e-wallet or give your kids cash, and that will be happening on Tuesday. On Friday next week is a early dismissal at 1:05, which leads into the next week, which is November 24th through 28th, which is Thanksgiving break. So we have no school that week, and then we're back at school on December 1st. And then there's only 3 weeks until winter break. So we're moving really fast to get a lot done before winter break. Trimester 1 has ended. Trimester 2 will look a lot the same. As far as like grades and things go like that, with some slight tweaks, because now I'll be here for the whole trimester. But of course, if you have any questions, I think you get the grades on Friday, November 21st, I think is when those come out at the end of school. You can send them my way. We'll be able to talk about it after Thanksgiving break. There is also a toy and book drive happening at Santiago Hills next week. I think you probably got an email from PTA about that, but if you have books or toys that you would like to donate, there's like a donation spot in the office in the library, and if kids bring them in, I can send them there at one time or another to make sure they get donated. So thank you for that. In reading, we're going to take some time to focus on nonfiction texts. We're reading a little bit of nonfiction text during writing time. We will also try to get some specific for reading. That will probably pick up after Thanksgiving break, but we're going to try to get started next week depending on how the schedule goes. We're going to finish up Pax by Sarah Pennypacker next week, and then we'll have one more read aloud to go before winter break. In writing, the kids are working on a new unit, which is they're crafting an opinion. It's really an argument essay because they're going to provide some facts. I have some curated research, and we're going to start to develop the essay. At the end of this week and the beginning of next week, we're looking at evidence for both sides of an argument about whether or not chocolate milk should be served in school. And so the kids are building up their knowledge. We're having conversations in class about what is strong evidence and what we kind of question a little bit, and also what to do with that information. But we'll actually start crafting the essay next week. In math, we're going to take a day to practice some CML, Continental Mathematics League style problems, and then we're going to take our first of 5 CML tests next week. And then no matter what the score the students get, they'll be able to revise their score based on what they get. They'll have some time to work with a partner and work with me and get answers correct if they don't. Whatever score they get, that will get sent to CML, but then they'll have a chance in our class to kind of look at problems that they did if they got it incorrect. In social studies, we're going to start a new unit. We were going to start this week, but we didn't quite get to it, called Settling the New World. And really it's focused on the challenges that European settlers faced as they came to the New World and actually starting settlements in a new place, and the challenges that Native Americans face as European settlers came to the United States, and the cooperation and the conflict that existed between those groups. So we'll take some time leading up to winter break to talk about that. And then we do have one possibly short science lesson, but we may or may not even get to it next week. We'll take a vocabulary quiz based on the vocab words that the kids have been studying the last couple of weeks. And then we'll meet with our 2nd grade buddies and also our 5th grade kind of partner class that we've been working on some things with. So we'll meet with them next week too. Have a fantastic weekend. Try to stay dry. I know it's going to be very wet. If you can get outside, please do. We're trying to get outside anytime we can because we know the rain is coming for a few days. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.